Hi there everyone, my name is Marlene. Today, please join me once again in creating my submission for my Laboratory number 3 on IT 211 Data Communications in Networking 1 CISCO 1. Once again, they have provided us the format for the laboratory exercise. We will be reading and following these instructions so we can proceed. Every host is an IP address. It is very unique that no other AND devices have the same similar IP. It is also important to know how to configure it and its subnet mask. Configuration of IP address is essential to link each host to establish a link or a connection. The objectives of this activity are to configure IP address and subnet mask to its host. Construct a simple LAN design that can communicate between the host. Simulate the flow of messages using CISCO Packet Tracer. Design a simple network topology depending on the application. The materials that we need is the CISCO Packet Tracer. The very first procedure and one switch. We have opened our CISCO Packet Tracer. The next thing that we have to do is to connect 4 PC, 1 hub, and 1 switch. But before we do that, we have to prepare the devices. First, we will go down here below and click the end devices. Under the end devices, there will be some corresponding devices, and we have to choose PC. Since we have the 4 feet, to get the hub, we have to go down here below. And as you can see, there are more other options right here. We do have routers, switches, and hub. Under hub, we have options like PT hub, PT repeater, and coaxial splitter. We will choose the PT hub. Click it right there and place it on the blank CISCO Packet Tracer. The next thing that they require is a switch. To find a switch, we have to go down here below, click Network Devices. The next thing that we have to find is the switch. To get the switch, we have to go down here below, under the Network Devices, and choose Switches. We will follow the module and choose 2950-24 switch. I click it right there and place it on top of the blank CISCO Packet Tracer, BC01s. As you can see here, another window has opened, and there are another options right there which says Physical Configuration, Desktop Programming Attributes. So this is the way if you want to change something or configure on your devices. Step number 3 is to choose the Configuration tab. You can change for the step number 3. We have to choose the Configuration tab from here. We can actually change the name of PCO. It is also here when you would enter a gateway IP address, also known as the default gateway. After that, enter the IP address 192.168.1.1. It actually depends on us, but we have to make sure that it is a 32-bit addresses. Once we are done in here, we have changed the display's name to Marlin device and have changed the display's names to Marlin's device, provided a gateway 192.168.1.1. We will go on the next procedure, number 4, and it says there that we have to click on the fast Ethernet, add the IP address to 192.168.1.1 by entering the IP address. A default subnet mask will be automatically displayed. We are done with the procedure number 4. We have clicked Fast Ethernet and placed the IP address 192.168.1.10, and we will go on with the next number 5 procedure. Repeat these steps for the other end devices. Set the IP address of the 4 PC to 192.168.1.10 for PC 0, 192.168.1.20 for PC 1, 192.168.1.30 for PC 2, and 192.168.1.40 for PC 3. Now let's go to the number 6. We are done with the 5th step. We have renamed each and every devices and have placed the IP addresses on them. Now let's go on the 6th step. Connect PC0 and PC1, Marlin's device 1 and Marlin's device 2 to hub O, PC2 and PC3 to switched 1, Marlin's device 3 and Marlin's device 4 and connect the hub 0 to switch 0. Connection is okay if a green light appears for every connection. Done with the sixth step. We have connected Marlyn's PC1, Marlyn's device 2 to hub PT hub 0. We have also connected Marlyn's device 3 and Marlyn's device 4 to switch 1. As per the condition, we have to make sure the green light appears for every connection to make sure it's a success. It is a good sign that the green light has appeared in each and every connection. Now, we can move on to the seventh step. We have to simulate the networks by switching the real mode to simulation mode. The tab is partially hidden behind the real-time tab in the bottom right-hand corner. The tab has an icon that has a watch on it. And to go to the simulation mode, we have to go on the lower part of the right-hand side of the screen and choose in between real-time or simulation. As you do all see, another box of simulation panel will appear once you click the simulation mode. Since we're done with the seventh step, we will go on with the step number 8. So for the 8th step, we have to go and choose the folder which has the positive sign in here. Click that. Actually, this folder is called Add Simple PDU. We already have our network. We have the simulation mode on, so we can go ahead and take a look at these two envelopes right here. So this first envelope that we have here is known as the simple PDU. This is the most very basic message, which is really a ping that we can create and target a destination. So let's go ahead and click on that again and add a simple PDU. So what's going to happen right here is our cursor is going to change to an envelope with a plus button. There you go. We'll click on the PC as the source of my Marlyn's device number 1. There you go. And then we are going to create another PC as the destination. So there you go. I have chosen Marlyn's PC number 3 as the second destination. So right now, after we have clicked the destination green, and now we are having 2 envelopes in here, one reddish and one green, and now we can see that a message is wanting to be sent. It's wanting to move. And inside of our simulation panel, we'll see that the message is right there as well on this right side of the CISCO packet tracer. We can actually see the messages in here as well. We actually get 2 messages from this. One is a ping, known as ICMP, and one is an ARP. So down here below, what we actually want to do is we're going to click the capture forward button, and we are going to watch our traffic move each time we click the button. So we are going to click it once, and we are going to watch the traffic go to the PC, wireless router, and so on. There we go. There's some sort of problem right here. There must be something wrong with it. Okay. Because right now I can see that it's giving me the X mark in each and every envelope, and right now there's this green amber color button right here. So definitely that's the sign that something's wrong with. There you go. So it says here that it has failed. So what am I going to do is I'm going to that. So there you go. We already have our network ready, and what we're going to do right now is to get into the simulation mode. So to go in there, we have to go right down here below on the right side of the screen. You will see the real-time and simulation mode, and you have to click the simulation mode for you to get the options right there. It's gonna give you the simulation panel known as the simple PDU. This is the most very much basic message, which is really like a ping that we can create and target a destination. So let's go ahead and click on it. Add simple PDU. There you go. So we are going to notice that our cursor is going to change to an envelope with a plus button. So we're going to click on the PC as the source. There. So we already have our network right here. And then the next thing that we have to do is to go on to the simulation mode. So for us to go on a simulation mode, we have to go on the lower side of the right-hand screen and choose between real-time or simulation. So we have our network done already, and the next step that we have to do is to go on a simulation mode. For us to be able to proceed with the simulation mode, we have to go on the lower right side of the CISCO packet tracer, and there you would be able to see the real-time and simulation. Please do click simulation mode, and the simulation panel will appear on the right side of the CISCO packet tracer. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our two envelopes up in here. The first envelope that we have here is the simple PDU. This is a very basic message, which is really a ping that we can create and target a destination. So let's go ahead and click on it. And simple PDU. So as we noticed, our cursor is going to change to an envelope with a plus sign button. We are going to click on the PC as the source. There you go. And then we will click on another source as the destination. So we can click on the fourth PC. There you go. And now we can actually see right here that a message is waiting to be sent. It's wanting to move. And inside of our simulation panel right here, we can see that the message is there as well. So we can actually get two messages from this. The one is a ping known as the ICMP right here, and the other one is an ARP. So down below, what we really want to do is we are going to click the capture forward button right there. And then we want to watch the traffic move each time we click this button. So we're going to click it once. So right now, the rest of the PC are giving me the access, so I think something's wrong with it. Only one PC is showing me the checked arrows, so I'll try my best and fix that first. So right there, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to delete the last simulation, and then we will play it again. Hey guys, I'm back again. I actually paused the video because I was kind of confused because a while ago in our last simulation, it says there that it has failed and it has given us the error in each and every one of the envelopes. So what I did was I have tried to removed each and every PC again, and I recreated it from scratch just to double check if I have entered the correct IP address or if I have followed the last 8 instructions. And so just to make it short, I did not rename the devices again. So right now, what we're seeing right now in here are green arrows, but the switch one is still giving me an orange or amber like color in here. So however, I don't want it to consume more time in this. I am just going to follow the rest of the instruction, and then we are going to move on in the simulation mode with this amber light in here. So what we wanted to do is to go on simulation mode right there. Just click this button on the right side of the CISCO packet tracer. And show all none. So there you go. We're done with the simulation mode, but as part of the questions, how can you tell whether the process is successful or failed? So there's a very small arrow on the right side of the CISCO packet tracer. You have to click on that. It's below the simulation panel. Actually, as you can see, my PC has been loading and loading again and again. So I just click it right before, and then it's gonna show if it's successful. So if you're going to see on this lower left, right side, it says here the last status is success. So there you go. There you have it. I will be saving this activity and I will be seeing you in the next video to answer the following questions for this laboratory. For the first laboratory question, what is the importance of gateway? A default gateway serves as an access point or IP router that a network computer uses to send information to a computer in another network or the internet. Default simply means that this gateway is used by default, unless an application specifies another gateway. Question number 2. What is the transmission medium used to connect hub and switch? The transmission medium we used in connecting the hub and switch is the copper crossover. Question number 3. What is the indication of the connection of your PCs are successful? For you to tell whether the connection of your PCs are successful, first, we have to find the simulation mode right down on the right side of the CISCO packet tracer. Click the simulation mode and it will show you the simulation panel. Just right below the simulation panel is the arrow, which gives you another box that shows the last status of your process. Like this one, it has given me the successful status. On the last question, what is my say on this activity? CISCO Packet Tracer is a very exciting, easy, and free network simulation tool. CISCO Packet Tracer is a simulation tool that provides amazing features, allowing us to build networks from scratch, open sample files, test new and existing network designs, and even examines how data flows through our network. We can build networks that include servers, firewalls, routers and switches, and even wireless connections. Packet Tracer provides support for the Internet of Things. Devices and sensors that have never been connected before are now being connected. The CISCO Packet Tracer has also allowed us to build and model our own configurations. And it also supports a lot of new technology. Thank you so much for being with me in this laboratory too. I am expecting to see you again on my next laboratory, and I thank you so much for taking time on checking each and every part of my activity. Thank you so much. I thank you so much for being with me. I thank you so much for being with me and finishing this activity. I thank you so much for being with me in this Laboratory 3 of IT211 CISCO Packet Tracer. Please be with me on my next video, and I really appreciate your time and effort getting through and checking my laboratory. I thank you so much for being with me in this laboratory. Thank you so much for taking time and giving I thank you so much for being with me in this laboratory. I appreciate your time and effort in going through and checking my activity. Please be with me on my next laboratory. Thank you so much for being with me in this laboratory. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I really do appreciate the time and the effort for you to check and go through on this Laboratory 3. I am expecting to see you on my next activity, and thank you so much for being with me on this Laboratory 3 IT211 CISCO Packet Tracer. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I really thank you so much for being with me in this activity, and I am really appreciative and hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I really do appreciate the time and the effort you have given to check and go through my activity. Please be with me on my next laboratory, and I'm hoping to see you again on IT211 CISCO Packet Tracer. Thank you so much for being with me in this Laboratory 3, CISCO. Thank you so much for being with me in this. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity, IT211 CISCO Packet Tracer Laboratory 3. I really do appreciate the time and effort you have given just to go through and check my activity. Please be with me on my next activity. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I am really happy and appreciative. Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I really do appreciate, and I am very... Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. I am really happy and I really appreciate your time and effort checking and going through my activity. Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. IT211 CISCO Packet Tracer. Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. IT211 Hello. Thank you so much for being with me in this activity. IT211 Data Communications and Networking CISCO 1. I really do appreciate and I am very much thankful that you have given time and effort on getting through and checking on my activity. Please be with me on my next laboratory. Thank you.